Farhana with the top stories. A two-day training workshop organized by the BNP for its members of parliament ahead of the first session of the Third International Parliament began today. BNP Chairman and Prime Minister Tariq Rahman inaugurated the workshop at the party chairperson's office in Gulshan at around 10:30 a.m. Prime Minister's Additional Press Secretary Atikur Rahman Rumon said Tariq Rahman joined the training workshop with BNP lawmakers. The opening session was attended by BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir and Standing Committee member Abdul Moin Khan. Amir Khosrow Mahmood Chaudhuri, Hafizuddin Ahmad and AZM Jahid Hussain among other senior leaders. Tariq Rahman delivered the welcome speech at the program. His daughter Zaima Rahman was also present at the workshop. BNP leaders said the workshop will brief newly elected MPs on parliamentary procedures, rules of conduct, bill drafting and review analysis of the budget documents and the functioning of parliamentary committees. Bangladesh Jamaat-e-Islami will hold a protest march and rally today demanding the arrest and interrogation of former advisor Sadr Rizwan Hussain and present Foreign Minister Dr. Khalilur Rahman over the allegations of election engineering to subvert the public mandate. The program being organized by the Jamaat's Dhaka unit took place at the north gate of Baitul Mukarram National Mosque following the Jummah prayers. During the rally, Jamaat Secretary General Mia Ghulam Parwar said preventing a party from gaining a majority in the National Assembly is election engineering. Former advisor to the interim government Rizwan Hassan is a direct witness to election engineering. It has become urgent to bring two individuals to justice for obstructing the reflection of public opinion through election rigging, added the Jamaat leader. Earlier, the former environment advisor said her statements had been misinterpreted and taken out of context. Leaders of Bangladesh Jamaat-e-Islami and Bangladesh Khilafat Mujlis today signed the condolence book at the Iranian embassy in Dhaka in honor of Iran's supreme religious leader Shahid Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who was killed in recent US-Israeli joint attacks on Iran. Mia Ghulam Parwar, Secretary General of Jamaat-e-Islami, expressed deep condolences to the government and people of Iran on behalf of Bangladesh Jamaat-e-Islami. He said that the contributions of influential Muslim religious leaders throughout history are always remembered with respect. He prayed that Allah Almighty may grant His infinite mercy on them and give patience and strength to all concerned. He also mentioned that ongoing conflicts and violence in different parts of the world are causing the loss of countless innocent lives, which is very painful. Amid fears that the Middle East war could trigger a fuel shortage or price hike in Bangladesh, drivers of private cars and motorcycles have been crowding petrol pumps in the capital to buy fuel. Long queues were seen at several fuel stations across Dhaka today, similar to the previous day. According to pump operations, many people are buying extra fuel due to rumors or concerns about a possible shortage, nearly doubling sales compared to normal times. Bangladesh currently has around 136,000 metric tons of fuel oil in reserve, said Chairman of the Bangladesh Petroleum Corporation earlier. He also said the country's existing stock of fuel includes diesel sufficient for 14 days, octane for 28 days, petrol for 15 days, furnace oil for 93 days and jet fuel for 55 days. Due to the ongoing tensions across the Middle East, 18 more flights have been cancelled from Shah Jalal International Airport until 12 noon today. Airport authority confirmed the matter earlier. Since February 28, several Middle Eastern countries, including Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, and the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Qatar, and Jordan, have closed their airspace for security reasons, directly impacting Bangladesh-bound and originating flights. The security situation has led to a total of 230 flights cancellations over the past week. 10 members of the same family, including 2 children and a pregnant woman, sustained burn injuries after a suspected gas line explosion triggered a fire today at residential buildings in the capital's Turak area. The blast occurred around 3:30 a.m. at the first floor of building near the Member Bari on Karbustan Road in Sector 10 of Kamarpara. Parts of the ground floor and first floor was collapsed following the impact. The injured were admitted to the National Institute of Burn and Plastic Surgery, several of them in critical condition. Hospital authorities confirmed the condition of the victims. One of the victims suffered burns over 100%. Viewers, we're taking a short break. Stay with us.
Hello and welcome to International Affairs, and my name is Shamsul Alam Panto.
I don't see an easy resolution to this because every slight deviation from the plan,
opening an open war conflict with them,
testing nuclear missiles,
Russia's announcement of these supposedly successful testing,
special and exclusive footage that is being played on SATV screen,
really coming to terms with Hamas.
Damage estimated between this entire issue.
President Trump is expected to hold bilateral talks.
preserving biodiversity and tackling climate change.
We cannot protect the planet before we negotiate peace.
Where is it going? Is it understanding the needs of its people before the needs of this global world?
For China to come to agreement,
They will face better projects.
With President Xi of China and President Lee of South Korea.
Trump's White House that is in favor of these things.
simply
Welcome back to watching SATV News. News from abroad. At least 1,332 people have been killed in US and Israel attacks on Iran since Saturday, reported Iranian media, adding that 2 schools were hit by missiles the town of the Parant, southwest from the capital Tehran. Israel's military said Friday morning it had begun a broad-scale wave of strikes on Tehran, Iran's capital. Massive explosion hit several locations.
enough action being taken to address the problem of fossil fuels.
What their plan initially is towards the Caribbean, a place that has been met with 2 types of disasters.
Bangladeshi students at the same level of opportunity internationally and domestically.
International Affairs. Watch every Sunday to Thursday at 2 p.m. only on SATV and SATV Digital. Hello and welcome to International Affairs, and my name is Shamsul Alam Panto.
I don't see an easy resolution to this because every slight
Figures from across the region. Iran's army said its recent strikes in Kuwait targeted US bases and that more attacks will soon follow. In Lebanon, Israel launched a series of airstrikes late Thursday into the Friday in the southeastern suburbs of the Beirut and other areas. Motorists jammed roads trying to flee or seek shelter. US President Donald Trump said on Thursday he wants to finish the war in Iran first, but then it will be just a question of time before you and a lot of unbelievable people are going back to Cuba. Trump is speaking at an event with the Inter-Miami Saucer team at the White House, said Cuba wants to make a deal so badly. We want to finish this one first, he said, referring to the conflict in Iran. Trump also said the situation in Venezuela had been stabilized, praising acting President Delcy Rodriguez and saying the United States was importing Venezuelan oil that was being refined in places such as Houston before revenue was returned to the country. Israel took the decision to kill Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei in November and was planning to carry out the operations around 6 months later, Israeli Defense Minister Katz said on Thursday. Already in November, we were convened with the Prime Minister in a very tight forum, and the Prime Minister set the goal of eliminating Khamenei, Katz told Israel's N12 TV News. The timing was set for mid-2026, he said. The plan was eventually shared with Washington and brought forward around January after protests broke out in Iran. When Israel was concerned, it pressured clerical rulers might launch an attack against Israel and U.S. assets in the Middle East, Katz said. Israel has said its aim is to eliminate the existential threat it sees in Iran's nuclear program and ballistic missile project and to bring about regime change. Iran's rulers have so far shown no sign of relinquishing power. The Kremlin said on Friday that the war in Iran had fueled demand for the Russian energy products, a day after the U.S. Treasury issued a 30-day waiver allowing India to buy Russian oil currently stuck at the sea. The conflict, which entered its 7th day on Friday, has left the Strait of Hormuz, a critical shipping passage, all but shut, with countries around the world cut off from a fifth of global oil and liquefied natural gas supplies. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov told reporters that Russia has been and remained a reliable supplier of oil and gas, both via pipelines and in liquefied form. China said the Strait of the Hormuz and its adjacent waters are an important international corridor for goods and energy trade and urges all parties of immediately cease its military action, the Chinese Foreign Ministry said on Friday. The Foreign Ministry was responding to a question on China being in talks with Iran to allow crude oil and Qatari liquefied natural gas vessels a safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz as the U.S.-Israel war on Tehran intensifies. The 7-day war has left critical shipping passageway all but shut, with countries around the world cut from a fifth of global oil and liquefied natural gas supplies. The United Nations rights chief said Friday that 56 Afghan civilians had been killed, nearly half of them children, since hostilities with neighboring Pakistan intensified last week. I plead with all parties to bring an end to the conflict and to prioritize helping those experiencing extreme hardship, Volker Turk said in a statement. At the same time, he said, a further 129 people, including 41 children and 31 women, have been injured. And since the start of the year, the numbers are even higher, with 69 civilians killed in Afghanistan and 141 injured, he further added. Nepal's election officials on Friday began counting votes under strict surveillance by the police and watched over by the party representatives. Repentant politician Balendra Shah's party gained leads in early counting after Nepal's general election on Thursday, far outpacing his other rivals, including Sheikh country's former prime minister, who was forced to resign after a historic youth-led uprising last year. Shah, former mayor of the capital city of the Kathmandu, has dominated the race to become Nepal's prime minister during the campaign, gaining popularity across the country. Shah's centrist Rashtriya Swatantra Party, which was founded 3 years ago, was leading in 37 seats, while former Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli's Communist Party of Nepal was leading in the 3 early counting trades from the Election Commission showed on Friday morning. You're updated with the top story so far here on SATV, and to know the latest news, visit www.satv.tv. Stay with SATV.